Okay, you all. So a lot is going on in the news.
Yes.
I am very irritated and I am very upset.
It's called being pissed off.
I'm pissed off. Okay.
Yes,
So you may want to get the children out of the room because anything may fly tonight.
I agree.
Warning.
I agree that anything may fly. So we have to go ahead and do our disclosure.
That's right. So get the kids out the room because they shouldn't have to hear how upset we are about what's happening with the media. Yes. How they're taking a story and they're spinning a story.
Yes.
They're taking it out of context.
Yes.
And they are straight up liars.
Straight liars.
This is some nastiness.
Yes.
I call it some bitch ass nastiness going on.
Straight
this
BS.
Is very nasty.
Yes.
Now, as you all know, a story broke, and it broke last night.
Right.
That Attorney General Jeff Sessions met with an ambassador from Russia, Okay. All right. And so how the media they spent the story as if Jeff Sessions lied to Congress or whoever during his confirmation.
Right.
Which was untrue.
That's right.
And what they did is they played snippets. They didn't play everything. They played snippets.
That's right.
And if you listen to the whole thing, when Senator Jeff Sessions was in the confirmation hearings, they asked him a question. He answered the question. Period.
Right.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Not a thing wrong.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Didn't do anything wrong.
And then you have the media implying things. Implying that, see, it's an undertone.
Right.
They may not come out and say it.
Right.
But let me tell you what they've done. They've taken, and it started with the Obama administration.
Right.
They already don't. The Obama administration did not like Russia. Okay, they just didn't like them. Okay. But what they did was made Russia is our enemy. Okay, Russia is the enemy.
Okay.
Then they said, well, Hillary lost the election. The left is upset, not only upset, embarrassed because they done spent close to $1 billion.
Right.
Trying to take down the Donald, and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
So what they did was say, okay, we will take and say, Russia is, Russia, we know we don't like Russia.
Right.
Russia's supposed to be the United States enemy. Now, this is what the Obama administration is saying.
Right.
So what we would do is we would take anybody that talked to a Russia under, that's on President Trump's side.
Right.
Then we would tie them to, wait a minute. Because Russia already done, they claim they did something to the election. So anybody that's tied to this Russian,
right,
it's like you're implying that they did something they had no business doing.
Right.
And they haven't done a thing.
Anything. Because keep in mind that senators meet with different ambassadors from different countries.
Right.
And the Democrats have met with Russia.
Right.
Plenty of times.
That's right.
Hello?
Right.
Hillary Clinton. She's met with Russia.
Yeah.
And she's giving them uranium.
That's right.
Okay? 20% of USA uranium she gave to them.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Nobody is saying nothing about that.
Nothing about that. Nothing about that.
And when I look at how the Democrats are acting, they are acting just like their symbols. Ass. A straight ass. All asses. They just acting like a bunch of asses. Because what I don't understand is that President Trump won the election. And for the Democrats and President Obama to say that Russia interfered in this election is a slap in the American people's face.
And it's a lie to me.
It's a lie.
Because they didn't influence me to vote for, I don't know nobody from Russia.
We, as the American people, got out and voted for the person we wanted in office.
That's right.
Okay? So don't come with this smoke screen talking about Russia did it.
Right.
Or Russia is the reason for this. Or Russia is doing this here bad thing to us.
And you tying Russians and saying they hacked the election.
Right.
And anybody that talked to a Russian, they're connected to this here. When they don't have nothing. Wait, hold on. You can talk to anybody you want to. I don't give a damn if you was talking to Donald Duck.
That's right.
You can talk to whoever you want to.
That's right.
And they did not commit a crime. So why is the media spinning this story as if, some of the people in the administration, some of President Trump's top people talk to the Russians. So what?
So what?
You can talk to whoever talked to.
That's right.
They did not commit a crime.
And the media, that's whenever President Trump says fake news and fake news stories, this is how fake news began. Because there is no evidence. You know, the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee was on today. He said we have no evidence of improper contact with Russian officials.
Oh, hold on there. If we don't have any evidence,
any evidence,
why is the news spinning?
Why are we even talking about it?
Why are we talking about this?
Why are we even talking about it and insinuating?
But let me tell you why. This is the propaganda from the left wing, from the left, you all.
That's right.
President Trump gave a phenomenal speech the other night, and these people, they don't have a solution, they don't have a clue, they don't have an idea. And they want to sit on this administration, and they want to sit on the American people. And what they want to do is cause this big distraction where we're talking about Russia for the next 4 to 8 years. And I'm not talking about no Russia for the next 4 to 8 years.
That's right.
I want to talk about these veterans.
Just veterans.
Because it's trying to help these veterans. I want to talk about that mother that don't have enough money to buy the milk for the babies. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about what's going on in Chicago.
That's right.
Because that got to stop. And you got the media sitting up talking about some mess that happened in Russia. I don't get a flipping flying flipping. I want to say something. I don't care who they talk to. They did not commit a crime. And what I need the administration to understand, you don't have to be defensive about nothing.
You don't
have to, because you didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. If you didn't do nothing, you don't have to be on the defense about nothing. To be on the offense.
That's right.
You let them know where the sun don't shine. That's what you do with them.
Because if they wanted to know anything specific about anybody having any contact with Russia, they should have asked the question that way. One thing I know is when you're in court, that lawyer, your lawyer, wants you to answer the question only what they asked.
That's right.
Period. Not elaborate on it.
That's right.
Because when you elaborate on it, it creates more.
That's right. Okay? Absolutely.
So, attorney, Attorney General Sessions. He answered the question just like it was asked. He answered it.
Right.
And they went on to the next question.
Right, I can't believe it. And I don't think he should have recused himself from anything.
No, he should not have.
You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. And see, with the left, this is what they want to do. They think they're going to weigh somebody down. But you got to have some fight in you. And if you ain't got no fight in you, it's time to get some people up there that can go toe-to-toe with these liberals and ain't scared of now one of them.
And then they want to act like little bitty bitches and say, oh, he lied. Oh, he lied under oath. But when I look at Hillary Clinton, when I look at Obama, when I look at Loretta Lynch, when I look at a lot of those senators and congressmen up there, they lie to the American people on a damn daily basis.
Why ain't you telling them to go ahead and resign? Look at all the people that was sitting down on the president the other night.
That's right.
You should have came out the next day and told them to resign.
That's right.
It looks like you all are sitting down on the American people. But y'all gonna come out talking about some Russia. Who talked to the ambassador over there? I don't care who he is, who they talk to. I don't care about no Russian and who talked to who.
That's right.
I care about moving this country forward and the American people.
That's right.
That's what we care about.
That's right.
Girl.
And I believe that this was a straight cover up.
Oh, yes.
Because allegedly, Obama has moved another woman in his house.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that girl. Now, this lady she used to work for him. So what are they planning? How you gonna move another woman into your house?
First off,
now she too old to be talking about an alleged affair. We'll say allegedly. Okay, she's a little bit too old for that.
She's a little too old.
This lady look like she old enough to be his mother. So what I need to know is what are they planning? See, I heard something about a shadow government. But you know what? I believe. Let me tell you something, y'all. My intuition is telling me.
What's your gut?
My gut is telling me that there was some nastiness going on under the Obama administration. And the Trump administration is a hair away of finding out. Right. And they don't want to be exposed. So let me distract the American people with some dumb beep.
Sugar honey,
and then get our mind off the focus of what's really going on.
That's right.
All this, because see, Obama, his name is being brought up too many times. You are not the president anymore.
Democrats have done for several years. And we always say they take and they deflect your mind while they rape you from behind.
That's right.
Because what they're trying to do now is pull this smoke screen over our eyes.
Again,
look at everything that our president have done today, and you hadn't heard about it.
You hadn't heard about it because all they've been talking about is Russia. And I don't even know nobody over there in Russia.
Exactly.
And what they're trying to do is delegitimize the president, the presidency, and undermine his administration.
Yes,
that's what they're trying to do.
Yes.
And his administration, y'all got to stand strong. Y'all got to know how to fight. Y'all got to go toe to toe with these people. If you didn't do nothing, you don't have to be up there being defensive.
No, you don't.
You can be on offense. You don't have to be on the defense with this here because you didn't do nothing. You did not commit a crime. If you committed a crime, where your paperwork? Arrest me. Arrest me.
That's right.
You got what I'm saying? If they committed a crime.
Exactly. And not a another administration or a person that he has appointed need to resign or recuse themselves
of anything
from this. They do not another person. Because when you do that, you're giving in to the Democrats' demands.
That's right.
Which is BS.
That's right.
Okay, it's foolishness.
That's right.
And when you give into their game, this is a game that they are playing. And you give into them, you're giving them power.
That's right.
And they feel like they can continue to do this here because they know they're going to get what they want.
Right.
It's time to put our feet down as Republicans and say, hell no. And now, and to the other Republicans.
That's right. Because I'm hearing crooked.
Yeah.
Because you know what? But we got to understand that a lot of these elites were not for our president.
No.
But my thing is, you should stand up for your president, especially if you are a Republican.
Yes.
That whole White House had all of you should have been ticked off about this here little stunt that the Democratic Party is trying to pull.
That's right. And when I see the Republicans not stand with our president or not stand with our attorney general, that's a disgrace to democracy. Right there.
And to the American people. And to the American people.
And now, Diamond, what about the leaks? That's the big story.
That's the story.
That's
who's leaking out
been reported.
This information.
Right.
Let me tell you something. All of these people meet with ambassadors around the country.
That's right.
If you go and you look at the Democrats, even they met with ambassadors around the country.
Yes.
Even in Russia.
Yes.
So if you go probe into the Trump administration,
that's right.
How about probing into Hillary Clinton, who remember all of her camp?
Yes.
Who all was conspiring with the Russians?
That's right.
Then, okay? Because why was it that they kept saying she was up in the polls, lying to the public, conjuring up fake news?
That's right. That's right.
And then you talking about our Attorney General recuse himself. What about Loretta Lynch?
Loretta Lynch.
Why did they ask her to step down?
That's right.
Why did they went on the plane?
Went on the plane.
Why did they ask her to resign?
And why did they recuse herself?
That's absolutely.
Hello?
Yeah.
But she didn't do it. But you didn't have all of the Democrats that I saw on TV today where he needs to resign, he need to do this.
Right.
I didn't see none of them whenever that happened with Loretta Lynch.
Not a one.
Not a one.
Not a one.
Not a one.
And it just really irritates me. It makes me mad.
That's right.
Yes. Here is a man that is trying to move our country forward. Look at the Dow. Look at the stock market. Everything is going according to plan. Everything is looking good.
That's right.
People are getting this getting this thing called self-confidence.
Right.
They are ready to thrive, ready for the opportunity. And you mean to tell me you got these Dems running around here with a piece of paper talking about Russia?
Girl.
I don't give a darn about Russia.
Look, let me tell you something. And then when I think about this woman that's moving into the Obama's home.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay, first of all, me as a woman, I don't allow another woman to come into my home.
But she old, though.
I don't care how old she is. She still got a cookie, and I'm the only cookie that's going to be in that house. Period. You're not going to be in that house with my man like that. That ain't going to happen. Something smells a little fishy. And that's probably why they acting real bitchy.
This is what I don't understand, Silk. I don't understand how I've never seen a president that's not the president anymore try to take down a sitting president. That does not sit well with me. That seemed like it looked like somebody going to be a dictator.
A dictator.
Yes. And let me tell you something. These Democrats are setting it up. Well, not only won't you win for the next 8 years, you about won't win for the next 12 years.
That's right.
Because you got even Democrats looking at how you elitist Democrats are doing and acting the fool. Enough.
That's right.
We are ready to move the country forward.
Yes.
The one thing I can appreciate about the president today, he was going on moving this stuff
right
forward, moving it right on. Y'all said stop in the story.
That's right.
And here's the deal.
There
was a terrorist leading up a women's march. I didn't hear the left talking about that. They didn't say a word about that.
They want her name.
But they want to talk about some Russian stuff.
Some Russian stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then they pulling other people in. This person talked to a Russian. So what? So what? They did not commit a crime by talking to a Russian.
That's right.
You can talk to whoever you want to talk to.
Because the crime was committed when Obama allegedly paid $150 billion in ransom to Iran.
Taxpayer dollars. That was a crime. And whenever it came out, his behind went somewhere. He went running somewhere on vacation somewhere. That's what he did. That was a crime. Or when she sold that uranium. Because ain't that bomb making material?
That's right. Yeah. That's when a crime was committed. And it's only one person that is interfering with this election. And his name is Barack Hussein Obama. That's the person that's interfering with this.
I can't understand how you can't get your behind whooped and just go home. Once you done got your butt whooped, that's it. Go home. But you want to come back for some more. You gonna get your behind whooped again. Cause we gonna win this again. And when I say your behind whoop, what I'm talking about the election. Not your real, I'm talking about the election. I got to clarify that. Or they'll say, they'll make a story up on because they silly as I don't know what. But what I'm saying is, this has got to stop.
It has to stop.
Obama, you are out of office.
You're out.
And if you're trying to take down a sitting president,
that's right.
You are out of order. You are out of order.
Yes, you are.
And you are going to mess it up where the Dems will not get in for a long time.
That's right.
You got a lot of people that do not like how the Democrats are running things doing things. Give this man a chance. Here he is.
Yes.
The speech was phenomenal. And then you have Nancy Pelosi with how I don't have the words to come out because they're not gonna come out right.
You said enough. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sitting up there, well, how is he gonna do that? Well, I doubt if he do this. I doubt if he do that. But what solutions and ideas do you have? You haven't done nothing. You sat on your behind the other night. Ain't done a thing. And then you say he don't have no solutions. Well, where's your solutions?
That's right.
How are you going to do something? Because you can't do nothing running around here with a piece of paper talking about Russia all day, every day. Because we don't want to hear that.
Now, you're right about that.
You can't do a thing about that.
And if you don't have a solution, shut the hell up.
Shut up. We don't want to hear nothing.
Shut the hell up. Because they've had 8 years to do something.
And you ain't do not one thing. And that's the problem. You Democrats try to bully people into going along with your foolishness. And when people don't want to do it, then you bring on the elites. You bring on these celebrities. Remember, these celebrities are here to entertain.
That's right.
They do not influence the will of the American people.
That's right.
Ask Beyonce and Jay-Z. Ask them. Now they got paid to perform, but all people did was watch them perform and go home.
That's right.
Because they didn't vote for Hillary.
That's right.
Hillary can run today, and she's still gonna lose. We will never vote for her. Period.
Never.
We didn't want. She didn't win because we didn't vote for her.
Exactly. And Hillary Clinton, she had Beyonce and Jay-Z, but President Trump, he had Diamond and Silk.
He had Diamond and Silk.
That's what he had.
All he had was the American people. Yes.
The average American
that's
people.
All he
all
needed.
He had. That's right. And that's who voted him in.
Absolutely.
That's right.
And we have to stand behind our president and this administration, you all.
Yes.
We cannot let them think. We cannot let the left think that they're going to get by with this.
Oh, hell no.
We can't let them
they're
think
not
that.
Gonna get by
they're not
with
going to get by with this.
It's
right
time
here.
for some people to throw some balls.
That's right.
And or a pair, or however you want to say it.
And if you don't have no fight in you, maybe you need to quit. Because they're not going to stop.
No.
Because they are in bare rest. we can hold an election today.
That's right.
President Trump will win it again.
Again.
He will win it again.
And again.
That's right.
That's right.
He will win this again. Because people are tired of the same old, same old.
Yes.
You got you Democrats, you running around here in your whites.
Yes. Looking like you.
Oh, wait, no.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
You running around here in your whites, trying to protest, trying to stand up. I don't know what you stand. You standing up for your own agenda and sitting down on the American people.
But they running around in their whites trying to look like snowflakes. That's what they're doing. They're thinking they're damn snowflakes. But the spring is coming, and the snowflakes going to melt away.
That's right.
They got to go.
That's right.
They got to go.
They got to go.
Yes. Yes.
So listen, you all, we have to stand behind our president, and you all are going to just have to cut off the fake news.
Yes.
It's very fake. Very fake news. They take one story.
One little
Anybody
story.
that went and talked to a Russian ambassador, or if you don't, people come up to you all the time. You don't know who these people are. Oh, well, he spoke to a Russian ambassador. Oh, this one spoke to a Russian ambassador. And now they trying to tie them to the Russians like they did something wrong. And ain't none of them done nothing wrong.
This put me in the mind of whenever President Trump was running for president during the primaries, and how the media would ask him certain trick questions.
Right.
And he answered it honestly. But then they would turn around and trick it up, or take it out of context, and come back and say, well, he really meant this, and meant that, and chop up what he said.
Absolutely,
okay? That's why he won't even do certain media stations right now. He won't.
I don't follow.
That's right. He just sent out a tweet. This is what I mean right here.
Well, I know somebody that don't even watch the news. They got them a Twitter account to just watch what the president tweet and call it, and that's their
news.
You got to cut off the news, you all. We just got to cut off the news because
this ain't no news.
This is very fake news, and they just taking one thing.
Yes.
And whoever thought of this idea, it was clever, but it's not gonna work because you got somebody like Diamond Sick gonna figure this out.
That's right.
And what they started doing. Way back before he even won the election, they started talking. The Obama administration started talking bad about the Russians. All right. Then when President Trump won, it was the Russians who did
first
this.
They started implanting it in the minds of everybody, like it was something.
Like there's something wrong. That's right.
Yep.
They not our friends. They did this. They did it. Okay. All right. Okay. And like President Trump said, wait a minute. Look. We should. We don't want to have enemies everywhere. Right. We got to make peace with some of these
peace with people, right?
Okay. So then what they did with that was after he won the election. Now anybody that met with a Russian, we gonna tie them to Russia. Okay. Because now all of a sudden Russia, they the one hacked the election. So what the Obama administration said? Well, those are the people. They the one hacked it. How did they hack the election? Listen. We knew Hillary was a liar.
That's right.
We knew that from day one. So when did Russians get involved in this?
And how did the Russia hack paper? Because some of those ballots was paper ballots.
See, if I was up there, them media people would be getting cussed out. So on I didn't lie about anything. And I didn't whoever I want to meet with.
That's right.
And what you all should have been asking Obama is, who did you meet with and who authorized you? Give Iran all of that money, taxpayers' money. Who authorized you to do that? And why wasn't he impeached for that?
That's right. You're absolutely
Why wasn't he asked to step down? So no, this here kind of foolishness, this ain't gonna work, girl.
It got to stop.
It's got to stop right here. Oh yeah, this have to stop.
And for the American people, if you looked at President Trump's speech the other night, you got to see who's been sitting down on the American people. They sat down on the American people for 8 years, and they still trying to do it right now.
Right.
People are homeless. They're helpless. They're hungry, and President Trump is trying to save America from being doomed.
Anybody under the sound of my voice, if you were a Democrat and you switched your party to Republican, you either remain Republican or you can go independent. But don't ever go back to Democrat.
No.
And do not vote for them.
Don't.
Because they don't have our best interest. If they had our best interest, they will be with the president. How are we going to create these jobs?
Exactly. Yeah.
How are we going to do this here?
That's right.
But they somewhere running around with a piece of paper, Schumacher, what's his name? Schumer?
I don't know.
Schumer, whatever his name is. And then Nancy Pelosi. Oh, God, let me not talk about it. Running around here with a piece of paper.
And I think I saw Wildebeest.
And did you see her?
Yeah, she did went on some type of tax rant. But if she looked at her own tax, she would see the question that was asked and answered.
But what they do is they take little bits of pieces and they just run with that little bit.
Right.
And then they want to paint this atmosphere or paint this type of energy where, they may have had something to do with something.
It.
Well, these people ain't did nothing.
They just got in office.
Right.
And the sad thing is that the other countries around the world is looking at us.
Oh yeah,
they're looking at the United States,
and it's really messy.
Really terrible.
It looks really messy.
Terrible. So it's time to start telling some of these people to kiss your backside. That's what it's time to start telling them to do and move this country forward. If you're in a position. You've been confirming you're in your position, do your job.
That's right.
All of this extra BS when they come up with this, don't even entertain it. Because this is part of the Democrats' game.
Right.
To keep everything complicated.
Right.
And keep you confused.
And chaos.
They love chaos.
They love chaos.
And if they can keep you like that, then they can control you.
That's right. And somebody said the Democrats are going to have high blood pressure. They're going to have more than high blood pressure. They're going to have another election that they've lost because of them and these here elites and these celebrities out there in the streets. And then I was listening to one of the commentators on Fox. Well, the woman that they invited to the speech, the fallen soldier, the wife of the fallen
Navy
soldier.
SEAL.
Now everybody, you have the elite celebrities saying that she was used. And I just like, you know what? No, she was validated.
Exactly.
She was validated and her husband was validated. His life was validated by the highest office in the land, the most powerful man in the world, our President of the United States, President Donald J. Trump.
Right. I saw that after his speech, and you know how we have to flip through the stations because we're diamond and silver.
Right, so we have to see what's
going
on.
The left-wing media, I saw that, and I could have just cried.
Yeah.
Because the left-wing media is so full of their selves.
Oh, yeah.
That they don't even see sincerity. They don't even understand sincerity. And that's why now the left-wing, they will eat their own. That's why they're going after Van Jones.
Pro Van Jones. And wait. Speaking of Van Jones, we're not taking up for Van Jones.
No.
But I always got to throw it up in their face. Him and like the Steve Harveys. Because see, they're the ones that talked about our president.
That's right.
So I always
talk about our president like a dog.
And now you take up for the president, and now you get to see, like you said, how the Democrats do eat their own.
They own. They
talk about their own. Yeah,
they call you all type of Uncle Tom.
And then they said that they want to get people back to that party. We're not going back. No. This here stuff that I see them doing now, you all are setting the tone that we don't ever want to be bothered. We don't ever want to be Democrats again, ever. Because of the tone that you said. What they should do is work. See, when they see you working together, you win by working together. You can't win apart. They don't know how to win. Girl. That's why they're going to keep losing and losing and losing. You get old Rosie O'Donnell out there with a bullhorn doing whatever. I don't care what. You can get Whoopi on The View with her legs cocked wide open like a dude. Saying whatever, it's not gonna do y'all no good. It ain't gonna do.
And all of y'all can dress up in white, looking like you're going to the cotton field. So I was waiting on them to break out and start singing. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade.
No, honey, listen. But what they equated them with?
God's gonna trouble the world.
Wait.
A lot of people keep saying that your Trumpians are turned back.
We know.
Yes. They look backwards to you all because that's how Facebook got it mirrored some kind of way.
Facebook got to get their act together.
For example, like this is really my left hand.
Right
here.
Right.
But to you all, it looked like my right hand.
Right. And I'm really supposed to be sitting on
that side, but I can sit on that side. So we got to flip it. Just look right to you all.
Because if we don't, y'all going to be like, oh, this ain't right. Y'all not sitting right.
Right. So go talk to Facebook about why they got this stuff. I mean, even look at here. Look. See, my hair comes up on this side, but on here it look like it comes up on the opposite side.
You still pretty, still. Don't worry about it. I know. Oh, but you know what? I love Senator Jeff Sessions. Yes, I really do like him.
Yes.
But he didn't have to recuse himself for nothing because he didn't do anything.
It wouldn't have bothered me one bit.
That's
he didn't have to do that.
And I guess it was the advice of his staff around him.
Right.
And they were.
I got it. What he want to do is move this country forward.
Right.
He took one for the team, I would call it.
He don't want to stay stuck in the fight.
But you know what?
That would have been diamonds until we would have been going nowhere. We ain't doing nothing. Well, let's fight it out. Let's go toe to toe.
You got what?
What? Yeah.
What is it?
That's how we would have been doing. It's all fake. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And that's why you cannot listen to this.
You can't listen to it.
You really can't. I mean, they are pulling for it.
Okay. Pulling in all of these strings.
And whatever stick. Let's see if this sticks.
Overreaching. Here and they trying to make something happen. They're really trying to make up something to make you think that this is really happening when it's not.
It's not. And so they have to get their act together. And I want to also tell people to maybe, especially if you are a Democrat, go ahead and start. We may need to do the ditch and switch again.
May have to.
We may need to do the ditch and switch again. Look, we have to move our country forward.
That's right.
And I know we're not voting based on party. We're voting based on who's going to do the job.
Right.
But we can already see that the Democratic Party, what they want to do is play games.
They want to play games.
They want to run around here and talk about Russia.
Yeah.
When people need help.
That's right.
People need good jobs.
That's right.
People need to thrive.
That's right.
And if they're not on the same playing field, anybody that's on that Democratic plantation need to come on over here.
Need to run
over here so we can go ahead and we can move this country forward.
That's right.
I don't know how we're going to be able to stop it. I tell you what, I think that my man don't make no mistakes.
No.
Okay.
Oh, no.
But I think that whoever was the team that was putting everything together to make the decision who was going to be in the White House and stay on, I think a lot of Obama people should have been out of there.
They should have been booted out of
there. I think that was a big mistake. Now, I can understand that sometimes you need to leave people behind just to make sure that, okay, things are still going smoothly until the new government get in.
Right.
But I think I would have did I think it was Lincoln, one of those presidents, got rid of everybody and started fresh and new.
All over.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can do better with 5 good people than you can with 20 people that ain't doing nothing.
Right. And see, we don't know the booby traps that's been set and left.
Landmines.
Landmines. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, you on with Diamond and Silk? What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, ladies. This is Deborah from Oregon.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi. Thank you so much for keeping it real and talking to us about this.
You're so welcome.
I could give a crap less about the Russians one way or the other. I'm sick of hearing about it.
Yeah.
And if we want to talk about something, let's talk about Mr. Schumer might want to investigate when Obama took taxpayer money, made a super PAC, and tried to persuade the Israelis not to vote for Netanyahu.
Oh, you remember that? That's right. Wasn't he interfering into it? Look at... Thank you, darling.
Thank you, sweetie.
You know what? I love it.
Yes.
Look at how Obama interfered in their election over in Israel.
That's right.
He interfered in that to try to get that man to look. I remember that. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
I remember that.
Exactly, yeah.
So why didn't somebody come down hard on him for that?
Where's Nancy?
That's right. Yeah.
Where are you at?
Where y'all at?
Where is the left-wing media?
I remember when he did that because for some reason Obama had a problem with Israel, and Israel is our ally.
Yes.
And he did interfere. He tried to, but it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Because Netanyahu won again. Thank God. I'm gonna come to Israel to see y'all over there. I love y'all over there.
Israel real soon.
And see you all. This is all of this here. You all listen. This is distraction. We voted for the right man.
That's right.
Let me tell you how I know. Whenever you see somebody trying to take somebody down like this, it didn't work in the primaries. It didn't work in the general election, and it's not going to work now. It's not. We don't believe nothing that they say. Tomorrow, it's going to be somebody else.
Right.
They're going to go after everybody that they can. everybody needs to ignore them.
And it's all a setup because President Trump just came off a phenomenal speech.
Oh, and they don't have a comeback.
They don't have a comeback.
They don't have a solution.
Nuh-uh.
And they didn't think of none of those ideas.
Or a conclusion.
And they didn't think of none of those ideas.
And they pissed off.
That's exactly what it is.
They are pissed off.
That's exactly what it is.
And so with him doing that, now you have this woman moving into Obama's house. Another woman moving into Obama's house.
Girl, you was on that thing about this woman. Why are you on? What is it?
What's all over me, darling?
What do you think this woman is doing at his house?
Look, first off, why we even got to hear about it? Because he's already out of office.
That's right.
He should be home somewhere chilling, back on the golf court, somewhere playing golf. But he's doing all of these undercover things, and this lady that's moving in his house is his confidant. Isn't that his confidant?
No, that ain't. What you mean? What does she do?
Obama confidant. Do you want me to say her name?
Yeah, Valerie Jarrett.
That's right. Has moved into his house.
Well, now wait a minute. When you say confidant, no, she used to work for the White House.
I know.
Okay. Well, no, it wasn't it wasn't like that. Allegedly, everything.
Yeah, we said allegedly.
It wasn't like they had. It was like she worked for the White House, girl.
What type of work?
no, that lady is old. That lady ought to be his mother.
I don't care how old she is.
The cookie don't crumble.
That's what I said.
I know, girl. Allegedly everything. I don't know.
Only one queen in the
house. Okay. If it ain't nothing going on, then what's probably happening is they trying to do something
there you go.
To try to mess with our president.
Yeah.
And see, this is what I call somebody trying to be a dictator.
That's right.
Your time is up. It's over with. We didn't vote for Hillary.
That's
and this lets me know that they are hiding something big, and they do not want the president to find out about it.
That's right.
But Mr. President, if you hear Diamond and Silk,
that's right.
Whatever you find out, you make sure you share that with the American people.
That's right. Tweet.
Think some people may need to go to jail.
Oh, it's time.
Some people go to jail.
And they are scared as hell.
That's right.
General session.
Scared as hell. And that's why they try to take down. Let's go to another call, girl. Let's go to you had to crank it on down.
I'm telling you, something going on.
Hey, you on with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Vince. I'm calling from Oregon.
Hey. Okay, so tell me what you think about all of the hoopla that's going on.
Well, besides the Democratic Party being a dying breed, I just want to say that there's nothing more than I want to throw a softball at Nancy Pelosi's face and work out that leather of hers, because she's done nothing for the American people since she's been in office. And the other thing is, Pocahontas is about as Cherokee as my Jeep.
I love you. Thank you for calling back. You know what I love? I love y'all. I love that y'all tell it just like it is.
That's
and y'all don't mind. I don't know how to say nothing. I just let y'all talk and I laugh at you. I love it. I love you. Thank you for calling.
Let me write that one down.
Yeah, write that one down. Hey, you're on with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Christina Valderas. I'm calling from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Hey, darling. Okay, so tell me, what do you think about all the hoopla that's going on?
I just think it's all a setup. They're just trying to get Trump impeached, and I just think it's all a witch hunt. And
yeah.
I mean, I was saying on Facebook earlier today that why can't we just round up all these libtards, all these stupid liberals, and just ship them on one island somewhere and get them the hell out of here? I'm so sick of them.
Yeah. I get you.
So set up with every single one of them.
I get you, darling. I agree. Thank you so much for calling. But the reason why we can't the reason why they don't all want to go live in peace somewhere on an island, because they want to control everybody. They want to bully you into what they want you to do, and that's what they want to do. That is the goal, and that's why we cannot listen to them.
But I'm imagining them over there on their own island with their donkeys, because that's their symbol, and their whites.
Yes, girl.
Stop right there.
Yeah.
So we can still have a show. There you go.
Hey, with Diamond and Silk, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, my name is Sandy, and I'm calling from Arkansas.
Hey, Sandy.
How are you guys?
We're wonderful.
Fabulous.
So tell me, what do you think about all the hoopla that's going on in the news about Attorney General Jeff Sessions and this Russia, him talking to a Russian?
Oh, I just think it's just awful. I just think it's absolutely awful, and I'm just tired of the mainstream media and all the hoopla and everything else that's going on.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I totally agree with you.
I think we need to support our president more and more and more.
Mm-hmm.
You're
and
right.
just get behind him. And, you know, I really think that the mainstream media is trying to take our minds off of really what needs to be going on in this country.
That's
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely right.
It's a distraction.
Your husband Jim wanted to say hi to you girls too.
Okay,
Okay.
where's Jim?